Hello everyone, welcome to our video ministry update for the month of November, where we share with you all that's going on in our lives and our ministry in the country of Bolivia. You know, if I could summarize our prayer letter for this month, it would probably be with that of lessons learned. And one of those lessons that comes to mind is just really how time flies. And I was reminded of that this past month and how God has brought us to where we're at today as I was traveling to a missions conference in Ohio, and I stopped in Knoxville, Tennessee to eat lunch, and it just so happened, without even realizing it, the exit that I got off of was the exit for Crown College, where I went to Bible college. And it brought back tons of nostalgia, thinking about how almost 30 years prior to this, I got off that exit for the first time to visit the college, had no clue about what my future held, about where I would end up or what I would end up doing. I knew nothing about the ministry, nor had any idea that I would end up serving the Lord in the country of Bolivia for almost 19 years now. And you know, the memories flooded my mind as I sat there thinking about how I started out being single, living with a group of guys, how I got married my last year of school that I was there, how that our daughter was born right after I graduated and we were on deputation, how we traveled thousands of miles during that time raising our support to go to the mission field, how we went to language school, we arrived in Bolivia, how we've raised our children on the mission field all these years, and now our children are beginning to leave home and start their own families. And you know, during these almost 3 decades, you know, there have been many ups and downs, many lessons learned. And I thought about how time and time again, God has always protected us. He's always provided for us. You know, the only thing that I could think about as I sat there and ate my lunch, thinking about that with all that nostalgia, thinking about where we started out 30 years prior, or where I started out 30 years prior to that, and where we are at today, it just brought back so many memories. And the only thing I can think about is how good the Lord has been to us and how I have never regretted the decision that I made to give my life to Him, to give my life to doing His will and to serving Him wherever He wanted in my life. And so, you know, I think that's a lesson we can learn, to think about how fast time really flies. And what might seem like insignificant now, many years from now, there are going to be so many great memories about what the Lord has done in our lives. Then the second lesson that I can think about is how we personally have come full circle. Part of thinking about how fast that time has gone by is remembering what it was like when our first daughter was born, when Grace was born. As new parents, we were excited, yet we were fearful about all the responsibility that we now had. Those first months were really tough for us. Grace ended up having a mouth infection called thrush, which we had no idea, so we slept almost zero sleep for the first 3 months or so. So it was really tough, but we really enjoyed being parents and watching how not only Grace, but all of our children have grown into different stages and steps in their lives, and they've grown up. It's been really a joy to be parents and to see how God is even working in their lives. You know, it seems like it was just yesterday that we held our new daughter, so fragile, so precious, and now we've come completely full circle, how that our oldest daughter, Grace, just had her first child, her first baby. And her name is Althea Marie Keelan. She was born on October the 2nd at 6.9 pounds, no complications. She's perfect in every way, and we're just so excited about that. The first few weeks were a little tough for them, being new parents with a new baby, but I'm thankful that my wife Beth was able to spend some time with them. She was able to help them. She was even able to step in for them and give them a break from time to time during those first couple weeks that can, you know, really be quite different. And so over the past month, it's just been amazing to see how Althea has grown. And I really believe that she's going to be very active and probably very advanced very quickly in her life, because at 1 month she's already trying to crawl, she's already trying to speak. She's not speaking, of course, but she's already trying to talk, and so she's growing so quickly, and it's just amazing to see. You know, it's hard to believe. It seems like it was just yesterday we were where Grace and Greg, our son-in-law, are at with a new baby, starting out the ministry, and how all these years later now our daughter is in that exact same place. And you know, it made me think again. All that I could think about was how fast time has flown, how fast time has gone by, and how we should always take advantage of the time that God has given us. How we should take advantage of every opportunity to do everything we can for Him. And maybe the lesson for all of us is to realize that we shouldn't put off or wait till tomorrow what we could be and should be doing today. Because why? Because time goes by so fast that we'll look back in no time, which would just seem like tomorrow, and we'll look back and we'll be saying the same thing. Where did the time go? And so I want to encourage you to take advantage of every opportunity God gives you because time goes by so quickly. Where you're at may seem like just the beginning, but you'll look back very soon and you'll have gone full circle. Your own children possibly will be where you were at when you started out. But again, I can just say that the Lord has been faithful, and we're so thankful for the opportunity that has given us all these years to serve Him and just to see how He's worked so greatly in our lives and even in our children's lives. So a couple of prayer requests really quick. Please pray for protection as we travel. I've been traveling a lot the last couple of months and visiting churches, some supporting churches, some new churches for missions conferences. Also pray for Bolivia as the new president that they have there takes office. We're excited about the opportunities and even the decisions that are being made there already. Seems to be making really great decisions that I think will help Bolivia. Also pray for the pastors of Bolivia as they carry the load of the ministry there, just the personal loads in their personal lives, their families, and the churches. And then also pray for the Vision School of Missions as we're coming down just a couple of more weeks left in this semester. And it's been a privilege to be able to teach the students there. So pray for the students. Pray that the Lord would continue to raise up students and laborers to go out into the harvest that still needs to be harvested. So once again, just want to thank you so much for all that you do for us in our ministry in Bolivia. Thank you so much for praying for us. Thank you for all that you do, because without you, we could not do what we do. So thank you so much, and Lord bless.